saw so many of our friends and buddies killed or wounded. I think most of us, I know I eventually felt that I was going to be hit or killed. We grew up fast there. You get used to it in some ways. Many men cracked up. Emotionally, they couldn't handle it. A couple of them were sitting on the ground, sitting there, sobbing their heart out and shaking. And so a couple of them I took by the arm, led to the aid station. They were just crying and shaking, didn't know where they were. They cracked up. We call it cracked up in those days. Some were straightened out, got their senses back in a few days, others never did.
During that period, everybody in the United States was involved. You know, whether they were in the military or they had sons, daughters, relatives in the military, or they had something to do on the home front, whether it was the USO or whether it was something else, working in factories. It was an involvement of everybody. You just took it for granted. And it was the last time, in my opinion, this country was totally united.
June 6th of 1944, I was on board ship on the way to our D-Day landings. We had no idea when or where, except by this time we knew it was going to be in France someplace. This was about 4 or 5 in the morning. The weather was miserable. The nets were swaying from side to side, and we had to get down a certain length and jump into the infantry landing craft. If you missed your jump, you were in the sea and gone. Lost several comrades that way.